Hey, everybody, welcome to Technically Correct. We are Geeks Who Drink, and we are here to argue about trivia, as we do. In fact, here's exactly how we do it. In this first round, our director, AJ, is going to give us some questions from the Geeks Who Drink archives. They're a real thing. I've been in them. I spend most of my time in them. We panelists will have 2 minutes to debate and then finally choose an answer for the group. At the end of the 2 minutes, we'll decide on our final answer, and then we'll find out if we're right, because we live for that kind of validation. What, are you saying you don't? That's actually it. That's all the rules, except that if you're watching this live, we're watching you in the chat. So please hit us up with anything witty or interesting you have to say about the question. Just whatever you do, please do not shout out the answers. It's cute when we're wrong. When you do it, it's just dumb. All right. Well, in just a couple of minutes, we're going to hear from all of our panelists. But for now, let's look at them. They are, in no particular order, Naaim Siddiqi, Lea Popielinski, Jon Pio. Pios are meant to be seen and not heard. And then there's me. I'm Christopher, filling in for Nicole. She's off doing whatever really, really smart people do when they're not busy refereeing a bunch of smart asses.
Ketamine.
About trivia. Yeah.
Pio was holding that up like a proof of life for his mom. Like, here's a newspaper with today's date. Christopher said I can't talk.
He'll beat me again. Oh my God, please stop him. He's a monster. Oh, this took a real weird turn already. I can only imagine what's going to happen when we start getting questions. AJ, let's find out what's going to happen when we start getting questions.
Your first question of the evening. Saving us from bad hummus. In 2019, Israeli cops thwarted the theft of 1,000 pounds of what crop?
Bad hummus? Is that even possible? I don't think so.
Oh, it certainly is.
I don't know. Aldi gets really creative with its hummus, and we've had some sweet hummuses from there. Some are chocolate, some are sort of fruity flavored. They're not all that great. I mean, some are okay.
I've had one of those chocolate hummuses.
Yeah,
I had some. Put it in my fridge, forgot about it, and found it 6 months later, moldy, and I threw it out.
I believe it.
Okay, so that's bad hummus.
Bad hummus.
Now the question is, I've had the same type of experience as you, but like, is it hummus if it's not made from this crop? That's the question. I've seen a lot of things called hummus that don't have that crop in it.
Well, I've seen hummus made from other beans.
Right.
So
is it hummus?
Hummus.
Well,
let's go to our hummus expert, Christopher.
It's a very strange philosophical question. Like, what if you just open a jar of mayonnaise and say this is hummus? Like, that was my that was my senior art project in college. It's
like the meme of the guy with the butterfly. Is this hummus?
Anything.
It's like the almond milk thing, right? How is almond milk milk? Milk doesn't have nipples, right? Like, it's.
Milk doesn't have nipples.
Milk doesn't have nipples.
I feel like that would went off the rails.
Milk doesn't. Did I say milk? Wow. You know what? Milk also doesn't have nipples, for what it's worth.
I have nipples, Greg. All right.
So speaking of hummus, here's just another side question. Since we use Slack, and so does anybody who anyone in the audience who uses Slack can answer this too. Have you tried the hummus notification sound? And exactly how many minutes did you leave it on before it drove you nuts?
I don't know what my Slack notification sound is, and probably always will be the. That's it.
What is that? Is it the sound of somebody sticking something into hummus? I don't like. What is the sound effect?
It's just a voice that goes hummus.
What?
Literally the most disturbing thing I've heard today. Chickpeas, probably.
Is that the final answer?
Yeah, I garbanzo beans, I believe, is my answer. But
I'm sure.
Technically,
accept either.
Technically, you're both correct with chickpeas and or garbanzo beans.
Oh man,
So our producer is saying hummus means chickpeas in Arabic, so while black bean or cannellini hummus we're eating might taste just fine, if there isn't a chickpea in there, it really isn't hummus, which means that hummus is the tea of the bean world.
Of dips.
Where, because tea has tea in it, and if it's herbal, it ain't tea.
And by the way, no, hummus is not made from poppies, but if you do it just right, you can make some amazing hummus.
I have the Slack hummus noise. Hopefully this Slack doesn't have a copyright on this. Did you hear that just now? No?
Nope.
No.
All right. I guess my mix minus does not work. I'm confused at how my mixer works.
This is turning into a Zen koan.
Yeah, this is a mutual hallucination going on right now.
Although Naaim, can you vouch that my rendition was loyal and accurate?
Well, it is a feminine
Hummus.
voice. It is hummus. Yeah.
You know what I want is like Gilbert Gottfried saying it, and that would be great. Hummus.
Hummus.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, he's on Cameo. He'll do anything.
You could probably pay Gilbert Gottfried $100 just to say hummus and nothing else.
Like $100. I think. I haven't checked today. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go on to the
Is
next
that around?
question.
Is there around in this?
We'll talk. AJ, what's the next question? We killed AJ.
He's off having hummus.
Too much hummus.
No, your next question. Appropriately hard to pass, a renal calculus is another name for what excruciating condition?
All calculus was excruciating to me. I barely passed that class.
I thought he said anal calculus, and I was like, I don't want to get into that.
Pretty close.
That was like the lab component of the calculus class that I took. It was so painful. Yeah.
I have a family history of renal calculus, actually, so I should definitely know this.
Of renal calculus, yeah?
Yeah.
Tell us more.
I mean, my dad had it when I was a kid. Obviously it's the kind of thing that relapses, so he hasn't had any problems with it recently. So knock on wood that I won't have any anytime soon. But definitely my mom gets mad when we have too much salt. So
I'm sorry, we're gonna have to get everyone to sign a HIPAA release right now because of this. Just by typing the letter F in chat, you have signed the HIPAA release form. It's fine.
Yeah.
F's for HIPAA. Sorry.
Well, God bless your Naim's dad. That sounds horrible.
So the I know a friend of mine who I believe suffers from renal calculus is like, I guess we're going to Disneyland again, because isn't that one of the cures for it is going on roller coasters.
Going to Disney.
No, going on roller coasters.
You can clear renal calculus on a roller coaster?
I think it's actually the teacups. I think it's actually it's the spinning.
That's the best one.
Best.
No, I'm not.
That might use centripetal force if that helps. I don't know if that.
No,
in my experience, that will also cure food poisoning because
helps it come up.
I barf.
Yeah.
Teacups. Yeah. Huh.
Since you're the possible sufferer, Naaim, what is it?
Yeah, please.
Oh, it's kidney stones.
Oh.
I would not be surprised if I do end up having kidney stones at some point in my life, just because that's how life works sometimes. So
that makes sense. And Eric says, by the way, that they can do it with sound waves now. They can clear kidney stones, which sounds like a lot more straightforward than going to Disney World.
But which one's more fun?
Nowhere near as fun. Yeah.
Nowhere near as fun as going on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
I would take the sound waves because again, barfing, so much barfing. I can't handle it.
You hate fun, right? You hate fun. So
there's that too, right? Yeah.
I would think the sound waves would also break them down.
Is it kidney stones?
It is kidney stones.
Show me kidney stones.
Ding.
Kidney stones for the win.
Bing bong.
You heard him, Naaim. Show him the kidney stones.
All right, fine. Hold on. I guess I gotta.
Boy. All right. I guess we should just do another question.
Our third question of the first round. Lizzie gets Fitzwilliam, Jane gets Mr. Bingley, and Lady Catherine gets Squat. Name that novel.
Oh, Leah just nodded knowingly, so that's
Well,
probably a
it
good sign.
sounds uniquely Austin-esque.
It does
Like it,
sound
you know, that
Austinian.
so we've narrowed it down to 8.
It could be the Expanse. There's a lot of people in the Expanse. These look like
At some point, you run out of names. The Walking Dead, you know, like you got to kill people, turn them into zombies, bring more back.
yeah.
At some point, you know.
yeah,
I
Game
remember
of Thrones.
Fitzwilliam.
too.
That was played by what I think Larry the Cable Guy had a turn, right?
Yeah. It was like 3 episodes, you know, and then he was a zombie.
Yeah, his jugular bitten out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then wasn't Mr. Bingley like the lifeguard at Hogwarts? I'm not sure. Yeah, there's a lot of options here, I think. I'm just kidding. There's no one guarding life at Hogwarts.
There's no swimming at Hogwarts.
It's a death trap.
Mr. Bingley sounds very much like, the neighbor that always complains on like the Big Bang Theory or something. Like,
There is
Mr.
swimming at
Bingley-
Hogwarts, though. You have to be okay with, a 100-year-old pervy girl ghost watching you, but you can,
That's
you
true.
can swim at Hogwarts.
Oh yeah, I
That's
guess it's
true.
in the tub, and there's also the lake. They swim in the lake.
There's
Moaning
the lake.
Myrtle is very sexual. You're right.
She's well, yeah, and then when you consider
right
the
there in the
fact
name.
that she's been, 12, she was something like 12 when she died, but she's been dead for a very long time. So she's basically this old lady
She's also played by a
In a
40-year-old woman, which is weird.
Yeah, that too. That too.
in a little girl's body going underwater to check out the young boys. So
Yeah.
it's questionable.
Bit of a
Oh,
spoiler in the stage production of The Cursed Child. There is a scene where she does flirt with both adult Harry and adult Draco, and does kind of suggest some sort of devil's three-way situation. So they continue.
I can't tell if that's real or not,
That's
and I
real.
don't want to know.
But she is absolutely the perviest character in all of Harry Potter that I can think of at the moment.
There's a lot of Star Trek shows. Says Tim back in the chat. I don't know if that helps us at all. Probably not. I don't know if any of the Star Trek shows are written by Jane Austen, for instance.
Oh, if only.
Not a detail that I recall. Leah, do you have a strong sense of?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Pride and Prejudice.
And
All right.
zombies.
The Walking Dead. It all comes back around.
and
Comes back
and
around.
Oh, they're right
ghosts.
back. That's great.
And ghosts.
Anybody feel like overruling Leah on that one, or can we just go straight to
Absolutely
AJ with it? Is it Pride and Prejudice?
It is Pride and
Yes.
Prejudice.
I think I remember reading this question.
You just
Oh, yeah?
read it. It was on screen.
Fair enough. You're not wrong.
I
Well, if
thought I
it's-
was. I remember reading that question. I thought I was going to hate it, but then I was weirdly proud of it afterwards. All right.
Well, if it was written in the past 5 years, I definitely read it. That doesn't necessarily mean I remember reading it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I wasn't lying about spending all of our time in the archives. They are not a real place, though. All right. Question 4, AJ. What is it?
Our fourth question, and oddly enough, it feels like 2 aimed at Leah back to back. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 will introduce Idris Elba as the voice of what hard-punching frenemy?
I own the first one on Blu-ray, but I think it's on my shelf.
Well, it would be weird if you kept it directly to hand, Naaim.
Well, I do have a stack of Blu-rays next to me, but none of them is Sonic the Hedgehog. So
So is Leah particularly a Sonic the Hedgehog fan? So
No,
No, she's just a big fan of hard punching frenemies.
oh.
I was wondering if maybe the in was Idris Elba, but I barely know any of his filmography either. So yeah, I don't know. I know who he is. That's
Well,
the best I can do there.
This may be the first time Idris Elba is playing a character with 4 penises, right? Does anyone know?
that is true. I don't think we see any of them.
How
we don't
many
know for
penises
sure.
does Heimdall have?
I mean,
Also
we can make
true.
assumptions. We
It's a
can
good
make some
point.
assumptions. Yeah.
Listen,
I am
I
so very
think Pio
concerned
brings a
now.
good point. A lot of people, especially in my age group, grew up on Sonic the Hedgehog and then became furries. So, like, is there a direct correlation? I'm saying yes.
I think
This is the
friendship
most
is-
disturbing conversation we've had since the whole thing about sticking.
Owning
fingers
Myrtle.
yeah. Since,
That's why we
since
were
about
talking
5
about
minutes ago.
question.
in.
I'm not being. I'm like this sounds like I've taken us off on a tangent, but it's not true. He's playing a character that is an animal that.
Yeah, he's playing an echidna, and
Yep,
echidnas.
playing an echidnas.
a monotreme, even.
So yes, Idris
Uh,
Elba is voicing.
Are hedgehogs monotremes also? Does anybody know?
I don't think so.
That's a
Okay.
type of Greek warship, isn't it?
Yes. Well, yeah, the echidna being a famous example. Yeah, so I mean, Naim's given away the game here. There's only one echidna in the Sonic verse, as far as I know. There's
And who is it, Leah?
Yeah, I've been trying to remember that for the past 2 minutes. Like I know that this character exists, but that's about as far as I've gotten.
just
Oh,
echidnas.
I got it. I got it. I think
Okay.
Tails.
Oh
No,
No.
Tails the Fox.
Ah,
Tails
okay, then I
Fox.
don't know.
that's
Miles
Miles
Prower.
Tails Prower.
Miles Prower. Yeah.
Then somebody else answer because
Knuckles. the
Knuckles.
echidna.
Knuckles.
It is Knuckles the Echidna.
We were talking about my Sega Genesis before we went live. We had Sonic 2 and we had Sonic and Knuckles, and you could put Sonic 2 inside Sonic and Knuckles and play Sonic 2 as Knuckles. It was awesome.
And that's where all the penises came from.
That's where the furries come from. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right.
Oh man.
Hedgehogs are not. We now have it from multiple sources. Hedgehogs are not monotremes. I'm sorry, YouTube. I misled you. I don't know shit about shit.
Someone get a sound
I
clip of
really
that, please.
only know the.
That's
only
gonna-
know the word monotreme because of that. They might be giants.
That's gonna be Pio's new Slack notification sound. It's just Christopher saying, "I don't know shit
I'm
about
gonna
shit."
level with y'all. I'm real dumb.
You give him too many options, Christopher. You give him.
I think we got one more question in this round.
This is our final question of the first round.
All right, let's do that then.
All right. Cat poop ruined Martina Navratilova's 1982 U.S. Open run via a bad case of what blood disease?
I heard that this might be apocryphal, that you're more likely to get it from contact with the soil than contact with cat poop.
Well,
like
of course,
actual dirt.
Martina Navratilova, famous also for being a person of the soil.
And gardening, etc.
Yeah.
I think this is just another thing that society is blaming on cats. And they're just trying to live, yo.
But we do have people talking about the butthole cut over in chat, so
That is true.
tying that
Oh,
together,
no.
right?
Cats starring Idris Elba. Yeah.
Yeah. Just probably with his character that only has one penis, as far as I'm aware.
As far as we know.
As
Yeah.
far as we know.
Well, what I want to know is whether she was angry enough to go outside and yell cat poop because that would have been really fun.
She might have been
yeah.
too sick to do that. We don't know.
We don't know. She's still alive. We could ask her.
You can just send her a text real quick. Anybody got Martina Navratilova on speed dial?
I thought Leah said if she were still alive, and I was like, wait, what?
No, she is still alive.
Martina Navratilova's
She's
dead?
absolutely still alive.
Still alive and just munching on cat turds.
Is she on Cameo? Maybe we can get her on Cameo to just
There you
tell her
go.
to just yell cat poop.
Her and Gilbert Godfrey.
I don't know if she's as desperate as he is, though.
Cat poop and hummus. A new crime fighting duo.
Oh.
All right. What? How first of all, how do you get it from cat poop? Just like from you handle the poop and then you like don't wash your hands or something?
I think so.
Yeah. Gross.
Or like if like open, it's like normal vector type stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't think it's like aerosolized. Like I don't think you can catch it respiratorily. But who knows?
And so it would be the same thing with soil, presumably. If she,
Yeah, I think
she
so.
was out tilling her fields.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Is
Well,
it
yeah.
is it toxic plasmosis then?
is it toxic or toxoplasmosis? I thought it was all one word.
It could be, yeah. Toxoplasmosis.
It's not something I've always been a dog person, so that's a whole different kind. I mean, eating that, you can just eat those turds and not worry about it. AJ, is it toxic or toxoplasmosis?
It's toxoplasmosis.
Ooh,
Yes. Teamwork.
Myself.
The
Yeah.
cat poop teamwork.
All right. Well,
This has been a ride, folks.
yeah, it really has. And now it's time for our first ad break, which I hope is, we have the classiest advertisers in the world. What are you going to do after the cat poop question? I don't know.
Brought to
One
you
way or
by
another.
hummus.
brought to you by Fresh Step Litter.
Hummus and cat poop. All
Brought to you
right.
by hummus, but not that chocolate shit. Don't eat that.
Absolutely. No matter what, we're going to see you in a few when we come back with our no holds barred second round, technically incorrect. See you then. All right, everybody, welcome back to Technically Correct, and specifically to our second round, Technically Incorrect. There's more to that. But first, do remember that you can check out Geeks Who Drink Pub Quiz in bars across America just about every damn night of the week. Plus, you can get a quick hit of trivia on our YouTube channel just about every weekday around lunchtime. So make sure you subscribe to this channel before you go tonight. That way you won't miss anything. It's fun stuff. It's really fun stuff. I'm not just saying that because I desperately want you to subscribe to our channel. We also have an entire quiz on Twitch every Monday night, and you can even book us to do a private quiz virtually or in person. most anywhere in the country. For details on all of that stuff, do bookmark geekswhodrink.com and follow us on all the social medias as well. All right. Pluggity plug. Now, technically incorrect. In this round, the panel is still going to have 2 minutes to answer each question, but there's no more teamwork. Yes, now it's everyone for themselves. That means we're all going to be actively trying to psych each other out on these answers. And you should be too. So do put your most plausible wrong answers into the chat. We're going to throw those into the mix and see if we can get people to bite on the wrong ones. Regardless of what else happens, at the end of the timer, we're all going to have to write down our answers on these handy little boards here and show them to see who's right, by which I mean, well, we will do that. If you're wrong, you get to do that in the privacy of your home. You lucky, lucky bastards. All right. AJ, start us off.
Our first question for technically incorrect. Our hero battles the evil Don Dorka to save planet Ireland in what follow-up to Riverdance?
That is definitely a Leah question. Again, we're just really grooving these to Leah tonight. So Leah, why don't you give us an opening bid for this one?
Sure. I'm thinking it's probably some kind of 20th and late 20th century adaptation of like Peter Pan or something. Like, I mean, that sounds like something that would take place in Neverland, right?
Sure.
Pixie dust.
Planet Ireland is like, second
yeah.
star to the right and straight on Delmore. It's adjacent, right? Yeah.
Something like that.
It's on the way. It's on the way there. He's not there.
It's
on
like
the way.
like the rest stop on the way to Neverland.
Yeah.
All right,
the residents of Planet Ireland built the railway to Neverland.
The ballet adaptation of Peter Pan. I like that. That's a good one. Pio, what do you got?
This is actually kind of a trick question. Because the follow-up to Riverdance was Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Total, like you didn't even recognize Michael Flatley in there because of his thick Irish accent. So,
all right. And they're both equally incomprehensible, which I think makes that a problem.
Yeah, pretty much.
Naaim, how about you?
Well, so the natural flow of the river dance is into the ocean dance.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so that's the rivers flow into the ocean, you get the river dance, and then you flow straight into the ocean dance.
Well, as usual, you all are a bunch of idiots. The answer to this is the follow-up to Riverdance was the original Cirque du Soleil, which was just called Cirque du Soleil. And so obviously they changed the dancing style over time.
I thought you were going to say that the follow-up was also called Lord of the Dance. Damn it!
Yeah, but you can't doesn't look like a leprechaun.
Oh,
I definitely did it in time.
I guess that's a point all around for everybody.
I didn't have a picture of that, Pio. I wrote that dance.
Pio just kept Naaim in the game. Lord of the Dance, my favorite part of that show was definitely when they threw all their dance belts into Mount Mordor. All right.
that defeated planet Lord Dorka or whatever. That was
Lord, that's how they did it.
Yeah.
Like
somehow.
they're not even trying to defend themselves. So he's just Lord Dorka.
Lord Dorka. All right. Well, AJ, let's do another one. That was fun.
Let's
do it like 4 more times.
Your next question. In hockey, the increasingly rare Gordie Howe hat trick means getting a goal, an assist, and a what?
Rebound. I don't think that's.
Yes, you got it.
Oh my God, Eric, you're right. I fucked up a Tolkien reference. It's Mount Doom.
Yeah. This is over. This whole thing is over.
Yeah, right our entire enterprise just ended.
Our whole.
We knew.
And that's 2 strikes because I believe we recently misspelled J.R.R. Tolkien's name.
We misspelled Tolkien. Oh God. All right. Gordie Howe hat trick. All right, getting a goal, an assist, and a what?
And a rebound. Leah
And
gave
a
it
rebound.
away, just like I did last question.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Moving on.
Are there rebounds in hockey? I
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Which means that if I was right, it was one of those like totally by accident things.
It was what we call on the show a Naaim moment.
Is it?
I feel like I did that 3 weeks in a row once.
Yeah, I think the third thing is getting hit by the Zamboni machine, right? Because that's classically what happened to Gordie Howe at Maple Leafs Arena. So yeah, getting run over and killed. Congratulations, hat
a
trick.
goal, an assist, and a lost tooth, I think is the answer.
Yeah. But yeah, and it's because people are less frequently losing teeth. There you go.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm still shocked by this Tolkien thing, guys.
Christopher is shooketh. He is shooketh.
Christopher's going to need at least 3 or 4 more questions to recover from that blunder.
I know, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah. Just
did
like
we get an answer from Naaim?
I went with a save, a block or a save. I forget what they're called exactly, because I think only goalies can make saves, but I think non-goalies can make blocks. I forget how it works.
That would be rare.
A kick save and a butte. That's a thing, I think. All right. Well, it's time to show our answers.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Fight, rebound.
Rebound.
Well, that's a point for
really
everybody
fun to say.
but Leah this time with fight.
I feel like I would have given a point for lost tooth, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's generally a result of the fight. So.
Yeah, I'm saying if I was QMing and a quizzer wrote that, I'd be like, yeah, I'll give you a point for lost tooth. Maybe.
Fight, rebound. Also sounds like
That was a yeah
like,
song,
like say
wasn't
four
it?
or five
it's a Yellow
different
Tango song.
relationships I've had. Yeah. All right. Let's do
a not as popular Charlie Brown peanut special. Fight, rebound, Charlie Brown.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do another question, AJ.
Your next question. According to its slogan, the bygone media player Winamp whips the ass of what New World animal?
You all right, Christopher?
We all remember the iconic Winamp. It really whips the turkey's ass.
Yeah. I thought it was the Quetzalcoatl.
It really whips the Quetzalcoatl's ass.
Right? It's got to be a New World animal.
It's hockey player. It really whips the hockey player's ass. Did we invent
true,
ice
yeah.
hockey? I think so.
Yeah. Most sports were invented in Canada.
Well, I feel like it would be like the.
That's just true. Not most sports, but of the big 4 American sports, 3 were invented by
That's true.
or
Yeah,
at
yeah.
McGill University.
So we got because we got like Naismith,
Naismith was a
Got,
McGill grad.
not Admiral Doubleday.
No. But football, American gridiron football was initially played at McGill University between McGill and Harvard, I believe.
That
And then hockey's.
it sounds like a dirty socialist lie, my friend. Are you sure about this?
I remember reading it one time.
All right. You read it one time, guys. There you have it.
I remember reading it and doing research into it and discovering it's mostly true.
I'm trying to cover for the fact that we probably cannot name that many New World animals. Is that right? Like
I was done.
armadillos?
I did one and I was done.
I feel like
Prairie
armadillos
dogs,
are-
maybe?
Iguanas, I think.
Well, there might be some kind of horse relative that is native to the New World, because if I were writing this slogan, I would say it whips the ass's ass.
Nice.
It has a good ring.
Hmm.
Like you would buy that media player.
Well,
Well, it was a
fortunately,
free-
Winamp was free. Winamp was
I say
awesome.
it was a free
You
download.
would-
Yeah.
Donate to
I would-
that media player.
Fair enough. You know what? Fair enough.
I
I
laughed
miss
so
Winamp.
hard. When the
Winamp
question
was like that was
yeah,
a glorious like time where like Winamp was like king of media players.
it really was, and I laughed so hard because I have not even thought of that product in a very long time. and it immediately took me back to like 2001 and like trying to beat my shitty E-Machines computer.
Winamp skins. Do you remember the themes? Oh,
Visualizations, right?
Like, will you
I
please
had a Dragon Ball
play
Z one.
This Is How You Remind Me. I want to hear that song, and then like the machine would break, and definitely, yeah, it whips the llama's ass.
So
It
I
really whips
didn't
the
know
llama's
this,
ass.
but
It whips the beaver's ass. It's a better answer, even if
It's really
the
funny.
wrong one.
Whip that beaver. Yeah, Winamp.
Winamp. It really whips the beaver's ass.
Whips the beaver's ass. I mean, it's a tail, right? Like the beavers famously have very long tails, which makes their asses hard to whip.
It's true.
Well, maybe the tail's whipping its own ass.
Yeah. And they also can give you toxoplasmosis
Probably.
with their teeth.
Winamp. It really whips the llama's ass.
I have no memory of this.
Did everyone
Really?
else? Everyone else
Yeah.
heard
Boot up
that,
sound.
right? You heard that,
No
right?
memory of that. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes, and I still have no memory of it.
I actually did really enjoy How You Remind Me when it first came out. It was the last time I kind of liked Nickelback.
Well, it's not like you to say sorry.
Oh, this just got so weird. I hope the next question keeps it up. AJ, what is it?
Been
Not
wrong. I've been
weird.
down to the bottom of every bottle.
Yeah, I mean,
These 5 words in my head scream, "Are we having fun yet?"
Yeah,
It got weird 37 minutes ago.
I would say it was fine until right around Moaning Myrtle, and then
oh, it was Winamp. Diana, with all this fantastic knowledge, it was named in honor of Wesley Willis, Chicago's own Wesley Willis, who actually had a song called "Whip the Llama's Ass,"
Which is different from I kicked Batman's ass, right?
right.
It's a separate
yeah,
one.
exactly. Yeah, I mean, he had a whole series about kicking the asses of various things, and rock and roll McDonald's. All right. Good gracious. I'm living in the year 2000 right now. It's a beautiful thing. I love it. Man.
vote for Gore.
New Kids on the Block had a lot of hits.
Chinese food makes me sick.
Are you
AJ
ready for your penultimate question?
So undignified. This is the most embarrassing part of the show. Not the whole like I'm real dumb part.
Peacemaker is the 9th and final type in what personality test that's Greek for 9 written?
I recently came to terms with the fact that I'm a 5. For ages, I was trying to figure out whether I was a 1 or a 3, and it just, it occurred to me somewhere along the line, no, I'm a 5.
I thought this was going to be a question about John Cena's new show, Peacemaker.
Me too. And I realized that I do have the Blu-ray to Suicide Squad, the Suicide Squad right next to me. That was one of the ones in my stack. I was like, hey, it's Peacemaker. He's right there.
Yeah, but then this question had to get all high and mighty on us and talk about the Greeks.
Well, Leah, you may be a 5, but I am what they call a Crawfordsville 8.
Which is like an LA 2.
It's like an LA. It's like an LA.
I think it's like an LA
By
negative
the way, I
1.
have to explain that Crawfordsville is a town in Indiana because, like, you can't just drop that name out there. All right. What do we know about Greek, guys?
They have a warship called a monotreme.
Monotream.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is just one oar, one Greek chappie in an oar with an oar.
Most of my Greek knowledge has to do with the New Testament and is not extremely helpful here, especially since they really like the number 7 in Christianity, not so much the number 9.
It's too many.
Yeah.
It's the magic number by the magic number.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
There were 9 muses in Greek mythology. I don't know if
Okay.
that helps.
Certainly were.
What? Eratos and
Erotic poet, right? That's everyone's favorite usually. And John Cena, the Peacemaker.
John Cena, the Peacemaker.
And they had a lot of things in 3s too, like gorgons and other things.
There were 3 fates.
Yes, there you go.
Mhm.
Peacemakers also mentioned in the New Testament. I'm just going to throw that out there. Still not useful at all.
No.
Let's show our answers because, we don't really have plausible bluffs for that one.
And yeah, I forgot about that.
Nonography is wrong. It's Enneagram.
Yeah.
Yes, there were 3. Yes, Eric's right. There were 3 Furies as well.
And there were. No, I was gonna do an Enya joke, but then I realized I respect Enya too much to do that. She's a fine musician.
You're the one.
Is that
Well-
her grandchildren call her Enneagram?
Well, no. If you want to ask for her autograph, you go up and ask for her Enneagram.
Yeah.
All right.
If you mix up the letters of her
Enya,
name.
if you're watching, I tried to stop this from happening. Let the record show.
And if you're watching, I would have come up with a joke, but I didn't have one. So
Hey, of all of the people we've talked about, I believe we just handled Enya and John Cena with the most respect.
Fair
out of
enough.
Anyone we've mentioned tonight.
better than
Oh.
Martina
And Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
Yeah,
If
Moaning
John Cena
Myrtle.
and Enya were a celebrity couple, would they be Senya or Senya? We'll work on
Well,
that
you wouldn't
for
be able to.
later.
They wouldn't be seen yet because you can't see half of them.
Yeah, I think it would have to be seen.
John Cena.
John
Yeah,
Cena.
all
Yeah.
right.
All right.
I would go
Is
with
Enya invisible? She's pretty white. I understand. What you're saying. Like,
Enyina.
Pretty good.
all right, sure.
I like
On that note, are you ready for your final question
Are we
of the
ready to
evening?
sail away to our ultimate question? Yeah.
Let's Orinoco flow into it.
I don't know another Enya song.
Come on,
Isn't
AJ, don't give
Orinoco
us-
Flow the sequel to Riverdance?
Don't give us Caribbean blue balls, AJ. Come on.
The sunrisey colors of Italian artist Giovanni something inspired the name of what peachy cocktail?
All right.
Oh.
Sunrise.
The Schnapps Spritz.
So
That's
what,
it,
I'm
right?
sorry. Hold on a second. So your theory here is that Italian artist Giovanni Schnappspritz is the name.
It's a classic
What
Italian name.
are you assuming that somebody with the name Schnapps Spritz
Yeah, Schnappspritz was my great aunt's
couldn't
maiden
be
name
from
before marrying
could
into
be
the family.
Italian?
I mean, it's no, of course I'm not. This seems like a very Swiss thing, actually.
Yeah. I mean,
Giovanni Schnappspritz would be a great Swiss thing. All right.
yeah, you haven't. I mean, if you've been to Venice, you probably have gone to the Venetian Museum of Art, where you see all of the beautiful paintings by Giovanni Jägermeister.
It's actually Giovanni Jaegerbaum.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Guys, all right. So it's peachy cocktail. You guys are not taking this seriously. The answer is obviously it's Giovanni Tequila Sunrise, which was
I'm gonna be honest. I don't drink, and that's what I wrote down. And I was like, that's not the answer.
Giovanni Sex on the Beach.
Giovanni.
Sex on the Beachy. Sex on the Beachy.
And I am taking it seriously. Peach Schnapps
Oh, okay. You didn't. Yeah, sorry.
Spritz.
You started us off with
That
Schnapp.
I was giving you the name of the cocktail, not the name of the
Giovanni
alcohol.
Spritz. Yeah.
Just not even,
That's right. The
Spritz.
Spritz made with
Giovanni
schnapps.
Fuzzy
Spritz.
Navel, guys. Giovanni Fuzzy Navel. Final answer.
I was thinking Giovanni Tequila Sunrise sounds like an old Keanu Reeves movie, and I would watch it. I would
I'd
definitely
watch that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the
Tell you what, that could be a new Keanu Reeves movie too. I'd watch it.
It's like about John Wick's grandfather.
I was going to say, like, every answer we've given in this round is, I was just watching Their Born Identity, and it was one of the names on his passports. All of them. All of them.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Is that just blank, Naaim?
It is fully blank. It is fully blank. I got nothing.
Well, that's 3 points for Christopher, Leah, and Pio with Bellini.
That makes sense.
Giovanni Sexorevicio.
I'm telling you, man.
It's good. It's not bad.
That sounds like a name that you'd make up when you're getting a fake ID.
Exactly.
Oh, that's not gonna beat you. All right. That's all the questions we have for this week, and I think we can all agree that that's a very, very good thing. We do, though, have something for you, the audience, to vote on, and that is the winner of our show. So AJ's going to pop up a poll, and then you can choose the panelists who you think did the best job tonight, whatever that happens to mean to you. Before then, though, we do have exactly one data point, which is AJ, who did the best, who scored the highest on technically incorrect.
Scoring the highest in the technically incorrect round and pushing Derek's losing streak further out from our last show is actually a tie between Pio and Christopher with 5 correct answers.
Oh, all right. So there you go.
I like that the poll has a question mark after Christopher's name. Only Christopher's.
That's great.
For the tiebreaker, we have to ask how Christopher Short eats an apple.
Yes.
What?
Christopher, do you eat an apple the right way or the wrong way?
I think there's the right answer.
We'll be back right after these ads.
Well, folks, what have we learned tonight?
I'll tell you what I learned is that Christopher eats his apples correctly. We
I
learned that in the break.
Damn right.
learned that in the break. You got to eat the core. It's the
It's
only way.
perfectly good apple.
It's not even right calling it the core. It's just apple.
It's just apple.
All
It's just
apple.
more apple. It's a great way to, gradually build up your tolerance for cyanide. It's great. Yep.
Do you eat the seeds?
Oh, hell yeah.
I eat the seeds too.
Wait,
Yes.
you're going to stop and pick the seeds out? Who
Well,
has
I
time for
learned-
that?
I learned not
Crushing
to
it.
eat hummus around Martina Navratilova's cats.
Yeah,
Good
don't eat
ideas.
hummus around Martina Navratilova's
Especially the
cats.
chocolate hummus.
This
We don't
makes-
know shit about J.R.R. Tolkien. I should have said the wrong first name. Can we retake that one?
George R.R. Tolkien.
it's it's Jägermeister Richard Ricardo Tolkien.
Sponsored by Poulon Weed Eater.
Inventor of the Bellini.
Yeah, inventor of the Bellini. All right. Remember that if you think this is fun, and I'm not going to judge you for that, the fun does not stop when we reveal our winner. You can see everything else that we're up to at geekswhodrink.com and or by following us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and most importantly, at least for present purposes, on YouTube, because there is much more succinct, concentrated blasts of smartassery hitting that channel every single damn day. You shouldn't miss any of it, so please, fucking don't.
I only got 11 points at today's visual round. I was very disappointed in myself.
And now I'm disappointed in you as well, so thank you for
Yeah.
sharing. Without further ado, AJ, who's our winner tonight?
Our winner tonight with 50% of the vote is Jon Pio.
Ah,
Happy 2020C, everyone. 2020C. It's our new year. Yeah. This is just the third take of this
Part
year.
Part C. Sure.
well,
Yeah.
okay.
It's 2020.
2020 volume 3.
Yeah, volume
20
3. Episode 3.
the
Revenge of the
20
Sith.
All right, well, we workshopped that joke. Everybody, you have a great week. We will make sure you come back next week to find out if Pio is still technically correct. See you then.
Technically correct, together forever. Technically correct, surviving the weather. Technically correct, birds of a feather, and I got a new obsession. Technically correct with you.
Technically Correct was filmed in front of a live internet audience.